Hey guys, so I'm going to give you your 3 month game plan to get ready and started to looking into buying your home. Today we're going to be talking about putting together a game plan to be able to purchase a house within 3 months. We're going to go over some timelines and things that I feel that you really need to make sure you do before you even start looking at homes or going to open houses, whatever your plan is going to be. Okay, so the first thing is going to be, if you haven't checked out my video about 6 documents that are essential for you to get ready to get pre approved for a home loan, go check out that video. Okay, I'm also going to link it up here so you can go ahead and go to the video and see what documents you're going to need to get ready to get pre approved. Okay. So this is going to be your 3 month plan, and we are going to be talking about pre-approval and all that great stuff and how you're going to look for homes, everything that you're going to be doing in 3 months to get ready to buy a home. Now, the first thing that we're going to be talking about is yes, I understand that you're probably looking at Zillow and you're in the Zillow doomsday scroll. That's what I call it. Okay. Just scrolling on Zillow, trying to figure out if you can buy a house, looking at homes that are probably overpriced, not in your budget. Okay. Because you don't really know what your budget is. So that's why I decided to put together this video and put together for you a 3 month plan so that you can go ahead and get ready and organize to be a homeowner within 3 months. Okay. So, yes, the first thing that I want to talk to you about is yes, Zillow is very easy to get on. Okay. A lot of people don't kind of know how Zillow works because a lot of the agents that are on Zillow, they probably don't live in the area that you're looking to buy a home. Okay, they probably don't know anything about the area. They're just paying Zillow to get on Zillow as advertising. Okay, so you probably already did it. Okay, you probably requested a showing for a property. You put in your info and you had 20 agents call you at one time. Okay, so you're probably already feeling the sting about using Zillow to find a home. Now, you're going to be able to pick your agent however you choose to pick your agent. That's totally fine. Okay. I'm just trying to tell you what how Zillow works because a lot of people also send me homes that are um, probably under market. Okay. I understand that a lot of buyers want to buy properties that are not so expensive. But if you see a home that's priced very low, it's probably because they're looking for a cash offer and you're not going to be able to use your loan to purchase that home. Okay, so just consider that when you're looking on Zillow. Another thing to consider too, I have a lot of buyers send me homes that are in pre foreclosure or in foreclosure. That doesn't mean that the house is for sale. Okay. And a lot of buyers are like, oh, well, can you contact the seller? Okay, just put yourself in their shoes. That if you were in that situation that you didn't probably weren't paying your house or you're in foreclosure and then you go and you knock on their door and they knocked on your door. Okay. Well, how would you feel and what would you do? Okay. So if they haven't taken the steps to sell their property, they probably don't want to sell their property quite yet. Okay. So that home is probably not for sale. Just to give you a little bit of information. Okay. So let's talk about your 3 month plan. Okay. So we're going to put together. Okay. We're going to do this together. Okay. Put your plan together. Okay. I'm going to tell you step by step what you're going to be doing, how you're going to do it. Okay. So the 3 month plan, I want you to start by yes, actually finding a lender or contacting us and we can recommend you a lender. We can just recommend you a lender. You're going to have to find your own lender, or if you want to shop around for rates, you can do that too. But we can recommend you a lender if you like to. And I want you to actually get pre approved to buy a home. Okay. That's going to take you about 5 days or so. So I'm going to put 5 days for you to get ready, like get all your documents that you're going to need, get them ready, send them off to the lender, let them know kind of what your situation is. You want to buy a house, okay? So yes, speaking to the lender is a crucial step in your 90 days of getting ready to buy a home. The lender is going to be able to give you all of the information that you need. Okay, they're going to verify your income, they're going to check your credit, they're going to tell you your payment, your mortgage payment monthly, how much you can qualify for. Okay, or they're going to give you a game plan to what steps you need to take to fix your credit, or what credit card you need to pay off or lower, or just anything that comes up on your credit report. Or even they're going to tell you how much your closing cost is going to be, your down payment's going to be. They're going to break down all of the home loans for you. Okay, they're going to go over FHA loans, which an FHA loan is not just a first time home buyer program, because I'm getting a lot of buyers are getting that confused. Okay, an FHA loan can be used by any buyer as long as you qualify for it. Okay, an FHA loan is one of the most popular loan out there, or mortgage out there, because you can put as little as 3.5% down. Okay, so it's not a first time home buyer program. Okay, so he's going to break down FHA loans, conventional loans, VA loans, USDA loans, okay, first time home buyer programs, grants, okay, which is free money. He'll break down if there's any grants out there. Okay, so they'll break down all of those loan with you. Okay, so I don't understand why some people just want to figure all of these items out by themselves. I don't get it. Okay, now also the lender is going to tell you, okay, how much you qualify for. They're going to give you your max of what you're qualified for. Okay, doesn't mean that you as a buyer needs to use your max. You can go ahead and see by what you can afford as a monthly payment, and you can go based on that to see what price home you're going to be buying. Okay, so I think a lot of buyers skip all of these steps, and they're trying to pull their credit on their own because they don't know where their credit's at. They're trying to call the agent, or what's the payment, what's this. Yes, we can answer all of that as agents, but the lender is going to give you a detailed estimate with all of that broken down in an email. Okay, the lender we work with, he actually gets on a Zoom call, or you can meet with him in person in his office, or he can do everything over the phone. But he prefers to do a Zoom call, and that way, if you have any questions, he's able to answer all your questions right there and then. And that just works a lot better for all of our buyers. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna suggest for you to do. The first 5 days of your 90 days of home planning and home, okay, shopping and all of that. Okay, because if you don't know what's your budget, okay, because now let's talk about day one. Okay, you need to figure out what's your budget. Okay, you need to stop the Zillow doomsday scrolls, and yeah, you can do that. If that's what you really want, you can do that. But if you're really serious about buying a home, these are the steps you're going to have to take. Okay, so day one, we're going to figure out your budget. Okay, how much mortgage you want to pay monthly, what you can afford, and that's going to give us how much house you're going to be able to afford. Okay, and guess what? You're probably not going to be able to stay in the area that you live in, and we're going to suggest to you areas based on what you qualify for. Okay, I know I can tell you based on what amount you qualify for, what city you're going to be able to look at homes in that price range. Okay, and then you're still going to be able to decide. If you just don't want to do that, you can not continue the process. That's going to be perfectly fine too. Okay, so but you need to know a budget. You need to know what home price we're looking for, so that way us as your agents know where to guide you, where to look. That's number two, right? And that way we can continue the process and it's a lot easier for you. And we're not just guessing what we're going to do or what we have to do or where we're going to look, what area, okay? I mean, it's just a lot easier if you do it that way, okay? So, day two, okay, you're going to go ahead and see, look for a realtor, okay? See, now that you know your budget, you talk to the lender, you've done all that. Now, I mean, you can go ahead and see what real estate agent you're going to be working with. I mean, we would love to help you buy a home. We sell homes all over the Inland Empire and the high desert. So if you want to contact us, we're open and ready to help, okay? So, day two, definitely uh, make sure you have an agent, okay? Make sure you know your mortgage payment, your loan type, and know your numbers, okay? Making sure that you know what price home you're going to get, okay? Everything, okay? You should know that by day two. Okay, day three, I want you to write uh, needs and want list. Okay, this is when you're going to start seeing what you can live with or what you can live without. Now, like I always tell all of my buyers, if the floor plan fits your lifestyle, okay, because you could always paint and remodel later, but if the floor plan fits how you are wanting or envisioning the way you want to live, the kitchen's open or not open, or I mean the flooring is the right thing. I mean you're gonna have to keep in mind that you're not gonna get everything you want, especially if you have a budget that you have to stay under. Okay. I I'm just trying to be as honest as I can through this process, okay? Because I've seen other videos where it's like, oh, yeah, make your list, do this, do that. And yeah, you could, okay? And I'm not telling you to have that vision for yourself. But sometimes, especially right now, where you're seeing multiple offers on property, it's going to be kind of hard to really get everything that you're looking for. And now, if you're this type of buyer that's going to tell me, well, then I'm just not going to buy a home, then you're just not ready to buy a home. And that's going to be okay too. Okay, but guess who's going to decide that? You are. Okay, you're going to decide if you're ready to buy a home or if you're not. Now, and that's perfectly fine as well. This is just, I'm just trying to get you ready the right way and not trying to fluff you and just tell you what you want to hear. Okay, and in the end, every decision that's going to be done, it's going to be done by you, which is the home buyer. Just to let you know, okay? Now, by the fifth day, okay? So by the fifth day, I'm trying to stay on track. By the fifth day, I want you to also keep in mind, okay, that any property that you're looking to move into or buy, I mean, keep in mind maybe you're looking if you could add a room or you can add an ADU or you can close a wall off just in case. You never know, okay? I want you to plan your exit. Okay, this is, and I know a lot of buyers are like, what? I'm barely moving in. Okay, but I do want you to, when you're buying a home as well, you also need to be prepared just in case if you lose your job or anything happens. I should probably say that, right? No agent's going to tell you the truth. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. I'm trying to get you ready the right way. Okay, if you lose your job or anything happens, that there's a change in your income. Okay, can you lease the house out? Meaning, can you rent a house out? Can you rent a room in your house? Can you close up a wall and make a different place or, just anything that you can do to the home that you're buying that's going to help you pay your mortgage if something does happen. Okay. Or you can also plan to sell. And that's going to work out too because now you actually have something to sell because now you're a homeowner, right? Okay. So just keep all of these strategies in mind. Okay. I always call it my exit strategy. Okay. When investors buy homes, that's what they do too. they come up with an exit strategy, and they try to see what can they do. If they're going to keep it, they're going to rent it, or they can flip it. Okay, they have different ways for them to get out of the home. Okay, and I'm telling you, as a buyer, you should be doing that as well. Okay, now on day 7, okay, like, oh, on day 7 and 8, okay, I want you to go ahead and actually ask all the questions that you need to be answered. Okay, I know that we're going to be talking every day. We're going to be going through all of the steps that we just discussed. It's a lot, okay? It's a lot to get ready to buy a home, okay? There's a lot to consider, a lot of things to go over, a lot of things to know, and it's just very hard to try to give you everything in like 10 minutes, but hey, I'm going to try, okay? And also keep in mind that now we are going to be doing buyer's agreements, okay? So now moving forward, we are, if you do decide to work with us as your realtors, we will be having you sign a buyer's agreement. And that's just letting everyone know, or you know as well, that you are choosing to hire us to help you find a home or buy a home or whatever the case is going to be, okay? So now let's look into, I actually left you about 55 days, okay, for you to, uh, we can do a Zoom call, or we can meet in my office, okay, whatever you guys want to do. Okay, so by like day 11, after you do all the lender and all the information, you get all your questions asked. Now we're going to see um, what city we're going to look into buying. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set you up with our MLS. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and actually, a lot of the homes that you're going to be getting through our MLS search, the first email that we send you, are going to be homes that I actually look through every home personally. It's either going to be me or Laura. Okay, you should know Laura. She's, a part of the team. She's the buyer's agent and the listing agent. Okay, so Laura and I will work on a list of homes that are going to fit your criteria. Okay, so we're going to see the area, the price, the condition. We're going to hear all your wants and your not so want list, okay? And we're going to put together a list of homes, send it to you directly, and also actually set you up with an email that will send you anything that does come up in your criteria through our local MLS. Okay, so you know that these houses are going to be for sale, and you can actually use your home loan to buy it. Okay, so I want you to also, actually, we also do have an app. Okay, so we'll go ahead and set you up with our app, and we can send you that via text, and you can go ahead just download the app, and you can start looking right from your phone to the MLS. Okay, so we have an app that you could take advantage of as well. Okay, so we're going to be looking at homes. Okay, we're going to set up your your showings. Okay, we're going to look at homes that are going to fit your criteria, your price point, everything that you're going to need as a buyer. Okay, because we also you probably already know your down payment, if you're going to need closing costs, all that stuff. Okay, you probably already have all of that information ready to go. Okay, so when we look at homes, okay, I want you to keep an open mind. We're going to send you homes, or we're going to ask you what homes you want to see, and we're also going to suggest homes that you probably didn't pick and we feel that are going to fit your criterias and what you're looking for. Okay, trust us. Trust us, okay? Because we're seeing all the houses, okay? And some of the houses, they might not look great in pictures, okay? But then when you go in person, they look like a totally different house, okay? And sometimes we get our buyers to go see houses that they didn't think they were going to like. And guess what? Those are the houses they write offers on and they actually like. So if you really need to trust us as your partner and as your team, and actually trust us to guide you through the process of picking the right home for you, and actually, getting you into that home. So okay? You're going to be able to have about 55 days to explore homes, okay? Meaning that you have 55 days to look for houses, see houses, okay? Anything that you want to do, okay? So um, I would suggest for you to explore homes. What do I mean by this? Okay, meaning I want you to go out, look at the different neighborhoods that you're interested in buying, go drive the neighborhoods, go look at the neighborhoods at night, okay? You as buyers, you need to do a little bit of homework, research, and legwork, okay? And I understand we're there to guide you as real estate agents, but we really can't tell you what area is safe, what's the best neighborhood. We can make suggestions, but we can't really tell you which ones are the safest or the nicest, or okay, because to tell you the truth, we don't live in every area or neighborhood. Okay, we live in the area, but we don't live in all the areas. Yeah, we can suggest neighborhoods and cities and school districts and suggest and recommend, but in the end, you as home buyers are going to have to do your own homework and your own research and get into that neighborhood. I'm telling you, if you want to know anything about a neighborhood, you're going to go at night, okay, and go check out the neighborhood. These are the things that you should be doing as a home buyer, okay, if you want me to be honest with you, is really look into the area, the neighborhood. If let's say you're having to move away from where you live, you really don't know the area, I would suggest maybe going to the area, spending a weekend there, and kind of see if you're it's really going to be something that you want to do. Okay, because I get a lot of questions like, how's the neighborhood, how's the crime rate, how's this? And us as real estate agents, we're going to tell you to go ahead and check online, because we really can go into that type of information. And that this is another thing too, we're not going to be able to go into discussing race. Okay, we that's not ethical for us as realtors to go into those type of topics and conversations. Okay, so just to let you know that, yeah, you are going to have about 55 days to go check out, or for us to see homes, and for you to go do all the legwork that you need to do, like visiting neighborhoods and all that, and seeing if that's going to be the right place for you to move into or live. Okay, and yeah, so I hope that you're liking all this information. If you don't know, I'm Angelica Bonilla with Excellence Real Estate here in the HD, and we're definitely available to help you answer all your questions. We have a lot of videos online to help you make streamline the process as well. And we also have video libraries when you do open escrow with us, because a lot of buyers ask me, what's the next step? Okay, or what's the next step? And we have a lot of videos that we have that go out to you that kind of explain to you what's the next step. It doesn't mean that we're not going to call you, we're not talking, and we're telling you everything that's going to happen, but we also have a video library that goes out to you. And that's something that our clients and our buyers really do appreciate, because now they feel like, oh, okay, now when they it's like, okay, I know what's going to happen, I know what the next process is. And a lot of people don't have that type of process, or offer that type of service to home buyers. Okay, so we do. Okay, so if you're looking for a realtor, we would love to be the ones to help you. Our phone number is going to be down in the description. Just shoot me a text, it's the easiest way. Okay, now let's go into, okay, um, how long, or actually no, let's go into writing offers. Okay, because I feel that a lot of buyers don't quite understand how writing offers works. Okay, because I a lot of the buyers are like, well, what do you think? What's going to be the offer? What's going to happen? Okay, so what we do is, first, when you like a property and you're ready to write an offer, the first thing we're going to do is contact the listing agent. Text them, call them, get them on the phone. We are going to ask them what the seller is looking for, number one. Okay, does the seller is looking for something in particular, like wants to stay an extra week, or what can we do for the seller? Okay, is the seller open to paying closing costs? Is the seller not open to help with closing costs? Is the seller giving any credits for the buyer? Anything, any information that we can get from the listing agent, we're going to get for you. So when it's time for us to write our offer, we kind of know where we need to negotiate or what we can put in our offer to make your offer stand out. Okay, because you need to keep in mind that right now sellers are getting multiple offers. What does that mean? They're getting not one, not two, not three. Sometimes they're getting up to 5, 6 offers on one home if it's priced correctly and the condition is in good condition and it's in the right area. People are still seeing a lot of offers for their home, so that way we can make sure that you are positioned in a way to actually get your offer accepted if that's a house that you really, really love. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna call the listing agent. We're gonna have your lender call the listing agent, make sure that they feel comfortable and know that you are already pre-approved, you're ready to go, you're really serious about your offer, and you can open escrow. Okay, so yes, we'll have the lender contact the agent as well and let them know that you are good to go. Now, when we're writing the offer, it's all going to be based on price. If you're asking for closing costs, we are going to make sure that we ask for a home warranty uh, that gets paid from the seller for you. Okay, we are going to ask maybe for any other report that we feel that you need to receive on the home, or if you need help with anything else that is going to be, you know, um, something that you really need. Okay, we'll make sure that we ask in the offer. What we're not going to be asking on the offer are things like, oh, can you ask the seller to do this or that? That's not what goes into an offer. Okay, there's a process, and in every step of the process we're going to tell you where you're going to be able to ask for anything from the seller. Okay, and that process is probably going to be in your request for repairs. Okay, so we're here to guide you and actually show you what's the right way to structure an offer. Okay, and when we send out an offer, this is another thing, because a lot of buyers ask me, oh, why do you need a bank statement? Why do you need my bank statement? Okay, so when we send out your offer, we're going to make sure that the lender has fully pre-approved you. And we're also going to make sure that the lender has given us a pre-approval package with the full DU approval. We're also going to make sure that we have a bank statement from you showing the seller that you do have the funds available to close on the house. So that's why the bank statement is so important. They want to see also where you're going to get the money to close on the house. Okay, so that's why they want to see a bank statement. A bank statement. Okay, if you don't have your closing costs, that's okay. But if you have your down payment in there and other funds that you're going to need to close the deal, that's what they're going to want to see. Okay, so yes, it's important to learn how to put an offer, and actually when you're sending out your offer, do it correctly. Okay, because when we send out our offers, we make sure that the seller's name is in the contract, the agent's name is on the contract, every number is in the contract. Anything that we're asking for the stove, refrigerator, washer, dryer. I'm not saying that those things stay with homes, but I'm just saying anything that we are wanting, we make sure that it's in the contract. Okay, so there's a right way to write a contract or an offer, and then there's wrong ways to write an offer. Okay, so we're going to guide you every step of the way to make sure that your offer is written up correctly. Okay, make sure that we're getting you everything that you need. Okay, if that's closing costs or if that's anything that you are wanting from the seller other than anything that needs to be fixed, because that doesn't go in the offer right from the beginning. Okay. You're gonna have where there's a process and you have to follow the process. Okay. So yeah, so those are the steps that we take to make sure that your offer actually gets accepted, because we are getting our offers accepted over other offers that get submitted. And trust me, listing agents are gonna see how the offer looks and how it's written. They look at all of that, okay? And that really, we always get what is it, a step in the door, okay, if you want to call it that, because of the way that we structure our offers, and we make sure everything is sent out completed, okay, and make sure that the listing agent has no questions. We give them everything that they need in the email, okay, and we actually, this is a home that you really love, we're going to make sure that we open escrow for you, okay. Now, I hope that this game plan, it doesn't seem like a lot. I know it's a lot of information, a lot of things to go over, okay. um, there's a lot of things to consider, okay, when you are looking for a real estate agent, and I'm just trying to break down and give you videos that are going to help you make better decision when it comes to buying a house, um, because I know how hard it is to be a buyer and trying to see if you can get closing costs or seeing your down payment or what's your pay. I know all of this personally, and I was actually talking to one of our buyers, and he's like, "Oh wow, like you never share your story, okay?" And I'm like, I kind of never do, because sometimes I know that people just want to get straight to the point and see the information that they want to see, and that's it. Okay, but maybe one day I'll sit down and I'll tell you all of my story of how it was for me to get into my first home and that feeling. And that's why I went into real estate, and I know how that feeling is when you want something for your family, and hey, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get it, but there's a right way to do it, right? Okay, so now let's talk about the closing on your home. Okay, so now the first thing is the seller has accepted your offer. So congratulations. Okay, seller has accepted your offer, your terms, your conditions. Number two, the lender is going to send you documents. Okay, for you to review, look over. Okay, all of that good stuff. Okay. Uh, we, as your agents, will set up your home inspection, uh, any reports that you want to do on the home, or any inspections that you want to do to the property. We'll go ahead and help you set all of that up for you or with you, okay, or give you suggestions or vendors or whatever it is that we need to do to make it as easy as we can, okay. Number four, escrow will do a title search for the property. This is a big one because a lot of buyers always tell me, I don't want to close on the house if there's taxes or any liens on the property. Well, that's why there's a title search. Escrow is going to search the title, make sure that there's no lien, no taxes, no nothing on the title. If there is anything that is owed, the seller needs to pay for it before we close escrow. Okay, so don't worry about your title having taxes or liens. Okay, we'll make sure that that's covered from the seller. Now, now you're going to have to see any conditions that you are going to need to submit to the lender. Yes, the lender is going to ask you for a lot of back and forth documents. It is going to be a lot. Okay, letters that you need to give to the lender, verification letters from your employer. Yes, there's going to be a lot of back and forth for 35 days. You're going to be going back and forth, maybe giving the same documents, more bank statements, more paycheck stubs. Yes, you need to give all of your conditions for approval to the lender. Okay, it's just that simple. Okay, like I always tell all of my buyers, they're not lending you $1, they're lending you thousands of dollars. So they're going to make sure that they cover all of their bases and they verify all the information that you have given them, So it's going to take time, okay? And then we're going to do a home appraisal, okay? Now, I want you to keep in mind as a home buyer, a lot of buyers don't know that you as a home buyer, you are going to pay for the appraisal report. In this appraisal report, the lender is going to send somebody out to go check the house, see the condition of the house, the upgrades, and then they're going to see if the price and anything that's selling in the area, okay, are the same price or as close to the price as the offer that you have submitted. Okay, the lender is only going to lend you the money that the house is valued at. They're not going to give you more money. Okay, so yeah, they're going to make sure that the offer that you have submitted to the seller, they're going to make sure that the value of the house does come in. Okay, what does that mean? Meaning that the appraisal is going to be ordered. The appraiser is going to go to the house, going to go check the house, going to see the houses that are around in the neighborhood, and then the appraiser is going to send us back a report saying what he thinks the value of the house is. Now, sometimes it can come in lower, okay, and sometimes it can come in higher, okay. Now, that's why I don't want you to worry, because sometimes when we're writing offers, buyers worry that they're going to be overpaying for a home. Well, I mean, you really can't overpay for a home because you are going to be paying for an appraisal to get done to the house. Okay, so you're going to get a report letting you know what the value of the house is. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of give you that little run through. Okay, so yeah. And then you're going to be reviewing all of your uh, final, okay, documents and all of that goodness, right, to get ready to close and get ready to move into your house. Okay, so I mean, it's just it's a steps. It's a lot of things that are involved. I mean, I didn't even go through all of the realtor stuff, like disclosures and all that. Okay, on the list. Okay, I was trying to break it down as simply as I could. But yeah, there's a lot of steps that are involved with buying a home. And when I tell my buyers, I'm like, I understand you have a lot of questions and we're going to do our best to answer all of them. But we also need to follow the process because not every escrow is not going to be the same. Okay, every buyer is going to have a different experience and different requirements that are going to be needed from you as a buyer. Okay, but I want you to just keep in mind that that's why we're here, to guide you and to help you with the process of buying a home. Okay, because it's not just about going to see the houses on Zillow and doing the, no, there's a lot involved with getting ready to buy a home. Okay, and that's why I wanted to put together this 90-day plan for you to get ready and kind of let you know what the process is of buying a home in 90 days. Okay, all right guys, I hope that I was able to give you all the information and that all this information that I did share with you is items that you can use or processes that you can use or guidance that you can take into consideration. I know that there's a lot of information out there, and that's why I just wanted to kind of give you this 90-day plan or game plan for you to follow. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this 3-month plan or game plan for you to get ready to buy a home. All right, guys, like always, Angelica Bonilla here with Excellence Real Estate here in the HD and the Bonilla Group. Bye, guys.